What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. Task at hand today is going to be to install these Warp 9 levers. Shout out to ProCycle out in Oregon. They sent them to us. We're going to be putting them on the 21 Himalayan today. Don't pay any attention to this background mess. We got transmissions out and all kind of stuff. You know, this is our day job here. But thought we would throw these on today and bring you guys along for it. And then test them out and see what we think about them. Alright, looks like we need a flathead and a tin to get this old lever off of here. Wasn't really super tight. And it's looking like they're going to use the factory hardware to go back with them, as I'm assuming. Okay, there's the factory one. So I believe this piece right here is what hits the brake switch right there. Still in good shape, but let's these are breakaway levers, and man, I want you guys to look at this machining on these things. Really nice. You can see the machine marks in there. They just feel quality. Warp 9. I don't know that I've ever owned a bike that had real super nice. This has got some grease in there, and I think, or like graphite, and it looks like it's got plenty. So, okay, so this right here, this little receiver ball, or receiver will go onto this ball on the master cylinder here. Looks pretty simple. And then it looks like you probably just need to push this in a little bit to get this shoulder bolt to line up. And snug the screw up. I'm assuming not super tight, but snug. And then this is a little lock nut here. It's got some nylon in there. Nylock. I've been wearing these diamond grip latex gloves. They're like medical grade, I guess. But shout out to my buddy Dylan. He keeps me in stock with them. And I'm telling you, man, I can't go without them now. I've worn them for probably like 25 years. Don't have to worry about all that sludge on your hands. My hands get dry in the winter, and if you wash them like 50 times a day, which is what I end up having to do, they're gonna get dried out and cracked. So all right, let's snug this up here, and then we'll adjust it. Oh yeah, that still pivots good, and I got that pretty snug, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, now I think you'll probably want to adjust this here so this fits your hand pretty good. So if you want this to come in just a little bit more so you don't have to reach your hand out so far, then I'd say we'd run this jam screw in a little bit. Let's do that. Yes, all you have to do is just run this down a little to bring it a little bit closer to you. But you want to keep it to where you can still have plenty of room to apply it. Oh yeah, maybe just a little more. For those folks with smaller hands. Oh yeah, that feels great right there. And that breaks away in case you whack into something. That's really nice. That's got a really good feel to it. All right, let's get something to tighten this up. 2/8, I think. So we're gonna hold this one with the ball on it, acorn style nut, and tighten this jam nut right here a little bit. I know I'm probably all in you guys' way. All right. Man, check that out. It's super nice. That feels really good. You don't really want to adjust this enough to where this would touch if you had to really press on the, pull in on the lever, so that's pretty good. All right, let's get this clutch side changed here. So what you're gonna want to do there is we're gonna need to loosen this up. I believe we can just loosen this and let this slide forward, and that way we can keep our adjustment the way it is up from the factory and leave this one alone. So we'll back this 12 off here, and then that way we can get our cable out up there. I believe it's 12 millimeter, yeah. So I think, unless I'm thinking about this backwards, we can leave this one alone, back this one off, and doesn't it, when you try to pull the clutch in, that's gonna go forward? Yeah, okay, great. All right, that should give us enough slack, I think. We may have to take that out, but I don't think so. All right, next thing we're gonna want to do, I believe we can just take this, I believe we got enough room here to slide this out. Yeah, out and down, that's all there is to it. It's got a little dirt on it. Okay, so this is gonna be a number 10. There's also a switch on the bottom of this one. A 10 and an 8 down there on the bottom, I believe. So got a number 8. Well, I might be wrong about that. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Okay. So let's take the nut off first. And then we can back that 10 out. Now that was fairly snug. I know you guys know I'm always using pneumatic tools, and I probably should be today, but no big rush, right? Just a quick video for a couple levers. And I think I'm going to try to get some hand guards for the Hemi soon. I really like those ones that I got for the DR. Okay, so yeah. So this lever right here, this little part here, hits this for the clutch switch. It's pretty nice, and it's still got a little bit of graphite in there, so that's good. And this one's in good shape too. We're just going to change it. Cool. Awesome people at Pro Cycle sent us these. Alright, so it looks like it's pretty much made the same as factory. We'll get the cable in there and make sure this hits on the right lever, on the right switch part. Let's see what we got here. Exactly how that works. Oh yeah, okay. All right. We'll thread this back through. It was a little tight, but the factory one was kind of tight to get out too, so that's no biggie. Oh yeah, that works the switch good. I've had some other Warp 9 stuff, and I like it. I think it's good stuff. Quality. Billet aluminum. Alright, let's snug this tin up here. And then get the little 8 back on there, and that's it. Put the clutch cable on. This was a piece of cake so far. Now putting this 8 back in here might be a different story. Let's see if we can get it with this socket. Snug that jam nut down. All that's really there for is just to keep that from coming loose on the trail. this a little bit right here. Okay. Now, and you kind of want to, wherever this is most relaxed at, I'd put it in there. So like, kind of like that. Swing this thing around as far as you can. Slide it up in there. Let's see, where is the, it's way back there, okay. Got a little more grip on it than the factory one, okay. And then make sure you pull it all the way up and let it seat right there. And then we'll go around here and put our 12 back before we go too much further. And we didn't let this turn much here, so that's good. Now there's no real adjustment up here, so maybe we want to make sure we got some free play, and it may be that we need to let this off just a little more. Yeah, okay. So we can do our free play down here, and it's going to be a little different than the factory, I think. And that's kind of all about what you like and feel, but you got to have a little bit of free play. I think that's pretty good there. And then you want to snug that 12 up really good. Let's see what we got here now. So I say that we'll pull this in just a little bit, maybe. Let's see how it feels here. Oh, I think that's pretty good. I think we might just leave that right there. Maybe let it come in just a little bit. I think it's pretty good. I believe I'm going to leave it. All right, let's go around here and snug down this 12. And that'll have it, guys. We'll fire it up and see how it feels. You want to get to 12 so you can keep it wherever you're comfortable with it, and that way it won't move. Just snug that up a little bit and you're there. Again, guys, Warp 9 for the Royal Enfield from Pro Cycle. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you sending those to us. We're going to give them a real good test out on the trail. All right, let's get this thing fired up here and see how it feels. See where it's going to let out. Oh, yeah, that's fine right there. Man, I'll tell you what, they feel good, too. All right, that's good. All right, guys, let's go test these things out and see how they're holding up in the real world here. Got them on there and mounted up. Whoops. Can't go with the kickstand down, Chris. I also got a new little mic. I tried a little trick a friend of mine told me about. Been having some mic issues, so let's see how that does with a little bit of wind. And I might have to add you know, like a dead cat or whatever they call those things that go around the mic, piece of foam, if it's got too much wind noise. But oh man, you talk about nice. I'm talking about super feeling. These are the 3-finger ones, so they are just a tad bit shorter than factory, but the leverage is incredible. Feel really good, and like I said before, you know, you can adjust this little thing here and pull them in and out, whatever your hand length is, you know. Good little set of levers that you can put on in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Alright, so this is with the visor up. I know this is a lever video, but it's a good time to check the mic too. You guys, I've been having mic issues since I started moto vlogging. So this is with the visor down. We'll see how bad it is. If it's too bad, we'll just jam some music over it. You don't have to listen. Yeah, but man, good outcome on these. Good choice on these levers, man. They're good. 20% less effort to pull them in now. The same thing with the brake. Whoa, doggy. So I really like that. ProCycle hooked us up with them. They're not really expensive. It'd be sort of a inexpensive upgrade that, you know, it's ergonomic. It's pretty good stuff, really. Anything you can do to, you know, make your ride more enjoyable. I'd like the #1 best thing we've ever done for our box is put Seat Concept seats on it. Now I kind of like the Himalayan seat. It can kind of throw you forward on you know, big descents down big steep hills. It can throw you forward just a little bit, but I'm a fan of the soft foam. It doesn't. I've ridden it 200 miles in a day and it hasn't really bothered me. So, but yeah, man, these mics. We'll find out about that, won't we? These grips are pretty good. I don't have any complaints at all. Breakaway, you know, and just good stuff. I'm gonna have to do something about the windshield though, because this little area right here, now my windshield, don't worry, I have another video I'll put up here. It's actually rolled back a little bit, actually a good bit. I re-drilled it and rolled it back to get rid of some of this buffeting. So this right here hits it just a little right here, but it wouldn't if you don't move the windshield. But I think I'm gonna notch it out. I've had the bike long enough, it's not gonna hurt to put a little, I'll try to make it look professional if I can. But what I was gonna say is, I'm sure when I put the hand guards on it, they're gonna hit it as well. So I'll notch it out real good. I may wait and go ahead and get some hand guards and notch it all out at once. I hadn't done a whole lot of upgrades to the Himalayan because I really like it the way it is. But, you know, I've had it a good little while now. Got almost 3,000 miles on it, so might as well do a little bit of something to it. It's time for a rear tire, so I got to get a tire for it soon. I'm thinking about possibly doing a Shinko 244 or maybe one of those Motoz tires maybe. Well, I'd say the outcome for these is A+, man. No complaints, ease of installation. You know, 2 thumbs up for that. And all the thumbs up for ProCycle. Appreciate it, guys. All right, guys. So I appreciate you riding along for this quick little install here. Again, shout out to ProCycle out in Oregon. I'm going to drop a link below for them. Those guys have all kinds of great parts. They're really geared towards Suzuki DR stuff and Yamaha T-Dub. But give them a call. Friendly staff. They've just been excellent to us. They always take time out of their day to talk with us on the phone about parts and stuff like that. And we'll be getting some things for them for the T-Dub too when we get it ready. Trying to get it ready to go out to Idaho and stuff. So appreciate it, guys. Come back for the next one. Hit that like button if you like what you see. Appreciate you guys riding along, and think about subbing to the channel if you hadn't. We love to do some upgrades on bikes here on the channel and some adventures. So appreciate it, guys. Take care.